Morning Snapchat. I'm your Miss Florida Teen USA 2016, Gracie Smith, and even though it's early, I wanted to get my day started with one of the most beautiful things in Florida. Meridian sunrise. So we're here on the beach right across the street from my house. The water's blue, the sky is pink, and I can't wait to share this morning ritual with you guys. I'm so lucky to live right on some of the world's most beautiful beaches, so I try to fit in a jog or a bike ride every morning to take advantage of it. On the boardwalk back to our house, and as much as I would want to spend the whole day on the beach, I have a few other things planned for us to do. Hey guys, sorry I've been MIA for the past few hours. We got back from the walk on the beach and we decided to catch up on our sleep and take a little nap. And I have some amazing plans for this afternoon. We're going to the Marine Science Center where I volunteer and then climbing the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse. For that, I'm going to introduce you to someone who's going to be joining us on our walk, and she is the light of my life. I absolutely adore her, my dog Daisy. Daisy, hi baby. She is an 8-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and the cutest thing ever. Marine Science Center is a facility that focuses not only on educating the public on how to protect wildlife, but also rehabilitates birds and sea creatures. I volunteer here as often as I can because not only is it super rewarding, but it's also tons of fun, and you'll see why. Here you can see all the pools where every sick turtle is, and then on the screen above you can see more details about their treatment. Leatherback sea turtle, and they can actually get bigger at full-grown adult size. Classroom right now, which is mainly where I work, and here we have everything from snake skins to shark jaws, and it's beyond cool. Okay, so here we are inside the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse, and the coolest fact about this historical lighthouse is that it is still fully functional. It took 3 years to build, has 1.25 million bricks in it, and is 175 feet tall. In Stephen Crane's early life as a correspondent, he was actually stuck in a 10-foot dinghy for 3 days off the coast here in Ponce Inlet. Their struggle for survival and their eventual rescue by those working the lighthouse here in Ponce Inlet led to a short story, The Lifeboat, which I encourage you all to read. Hey everyone, despite the super rainy, stormy weather, we're still gonna try our luck and go to our next destination, which is Disney World, because what's more of an iconic landmark in Florida than Disney? During the drive there, I'm going to answer all the questions you've sent in, and I encourage you to keep sending more. Paige from Minnesota asked what my favorite place in the whole wide world is, and it would have to be anywhere I'm with my family because we are loud and we have fun. Lindsay from Indiana asked who my favorite Disney princess was, and it is definitely Tiana, because not only do I love her outfits, but she's so hardworking. You can't even hear me when I try to film a question. I'm so sorry, guys. Kayla from Indiana asked how I got started in pageants, and it's actually a really interesting story that started when I moved down here. I did pageants when I was younger, but Florida USA actually broadcast their pageant, and when I saw that, I wanted to get involved with the Miss USA system. Wisconsin asked if I'd ever been deep sea fishing, and the answer is yes. When I was super young, I got quite sick and slept for the rest of the boat ride, but in Florida, my family got a boat, and now it's one of my favorite things to spend the day on. Corinne MCM asked what kind of makeup I use, and I use everything from MAC to Victoria Duke, but I recently started using the Perfect Face, which is our new sponsor. Elsie from Arkansas asked who my roommate was, and I don't know. I decided just to go with random, and I'm sure I'll make friends with whoever I'm paired with. It's really taught me dedication and drive, and I apply that from everything from volleyball to my college classes, and I've also made some amazing friends. Trinity just said that she spends her summer... Trinity said that she spends her summers in Ponce Inlet, so hey, what's up? I'm sure you've hiked up that lighthouse more times than you can count. 108 asked what the craziest thing I've ever seen on the beach was, and I was actually just about 50 feet from a giant leaping pod of dolphins once. As much as I love the competition areas of it, I can't wait for all those in-between moments we have with the girls. Miss USA was just kind of a taste, and I loved it. Emily also asked if I love working out on the beach, and like I said earlier today, I love taking my bike there and jogging, and sometimes even walking with Daisy. Sammy asked me what the essence of winning Miss Teen USA is, and it's as simple as beautifully confident. Primo asked me what my favorite state I've ever visited is, and that's a difficult question because normally you get asked country, but it's definitely Washington, D.C. Camera asked me what part of Florida I'm from, and I'm from a small town called Ponce Inlet, which is about 20 minutes south of Daytona Beach. Inler asked me how tall I am, and I am 5'11", and you don't know how badly I want that 1 inch to say I'm 6 foot. P26 asked me what I would say to a first-timer, and I would invite them over so I could help them with their wardrobe and interview practice because I love helping people into pageants. Charlie from Trinidad asked me if I've ever been to the Caribbean or Trinidad before. I have been to the Bahamas, but not anywhere else, even though I would love to. It would either be my old dance teacher, April Slappa, or a close pageant friend of mine, Christy O'Brien. Both of them give the best advice. Neves, 18, I hope I'm saying that right, asked me if I ever changed a flat tire, and I actually have like 3 times. I'm really good at it. My friends from school, Lauren Allen, just asked me who my best friends are, and it would have to be her, all the theater kids, and Megan Kelly. Guacamole asked if I've ever been scuba diving or jet skiing. I've never been scuba diving, only snorkeling, but I have been jet skiing. Lexi Nicole just asked me when Teen USA is, and it is July 30th, and you can watch it by streaming it from the Miss Universe website. Alright, so I've been through all the questions I've sent, but I encourage you to keep sending them because, of course, as with what comes with I-4, I'm stuck in traffic. My favorite Miss Universe is Pia, my favorite Miss USA is Olivia Jordan, and my favorite Teen USA is Allie LaForce. Beside the dream of winning Miss Teen USA, I would love to be a sideline sports reporter, an accomplished children's novelist, and travel the world. In the past, I did point ballet, tap, hip-hop, jazz, and anything where I can move my feet, but due to a knee injury, I only do bar now. Samantha asked if I was into theater, and even though at my school I do only do backstage hair and makeup, I am quite a character, and I would love to be on stage. My favorite Broadway show is either Cats or Hamilton. That's what position I play in volleyball, and I am middle blocker and hitter, and I led the districts in blocks last year, until I hurt my knee. I haven't received any details on what our routines are going to be like, but it's in the Venetian Theater, which has a round stage, so I'm guessing not. I do play piano, and I do sing passionately and loudly, but horribly out of tune. That doesn't stop me, though. Beyond being confident in themselves and their performance, I encourage them to treat it like a national-level competition, from your gown to the way you present yourself on stage. Be a little biased, but I'd have to say Miss Universe. However, Miss America is also a wonderful pageant, and there are different systems for different girls. My friend Sarah just asked me what my favorite song is, and even though I'm currently obsessed with the Hamilton soundtrack, I also love Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Elizabeth in New Zealand asked how old I am, and I'm 17 years old, and she asked if I want to go to New Zealand, and the answer is yes. Katie asked if I'm planning on competing at Miss Florida USA in the future, and I am, maybe a few more years into college, like when I'm 23, but definitely for sure. Ethan Kurtz asked me if I had met Wisconsin Teen USA, and I did at Miss USA, and I can't wait to see her again at the end of July. Rachel Chaplin asked if I was a morning person or a night person, and even though on certain days I can be nice in the morning, I'm definitely more of a night owl. Sydney asked if I've ever been to Minnesota, and I have. I actually have 2 family friends that live up there, and we go up and visit them all the time. Courtney asked me how many times I competed at state before I won, and I competed 3 times. My first year I was top 15, and last year I was 4th runner-up. Special shout out to my pageant best friend, Jessica Ramirez, and she just asked me what my favorite food is to eat when I'm preparing for a pageant. My favorite pageant diet food is probably spaghetti squash with lean turkey meat sauce or gluten-free, sugar-free chocolate chip cookies. My state title actually gave me a 4-year full-ride scholarship to Florida Atlantic University, so I plan to attend there and study broadcast journalism. Victoria DeSorbo asked me if I were a soup, what kind of soup I would be, and I'd be chicken noodle because it's a mix of things you don't think would go together, but do. Myra asked what preliminary competition I won in order to qualify for Miss Florida Teen USA, and I was Miss Daytona Beach Teen USA. Okay, well, it is pouring outside, so we decided to go to the outlets instead of Disney World, but unfortunately all the stores are closed because there was a fight here a little bit around 1 with a man with a gun. The news sources haven't said whether anyone was injured or not. I don't believe there is, but I think we're just gonna go to dinner. We are finally on our way to downtown Disney to eat, and we are wet, and we are tired, and we are hungry, but so happy. Emma asked me what I would do with the Miss Teen USA crown, and I would probably wear it and sleep with it for a week straight. I, of course, have received numerous questions regarding the local tragedy that took place, the Orlando shooting. I first want to extend my grievances and my prayers to anybody who was affected. I have several friends who lost people that night. This shooting has truly rocked our community, our state, our nation, and even the whole wide world. I am saddened that this sort of hate still exists in today's society. However, this is an opportunity for us to band together. This is a chance for us to recognize that the fight for LGBTQ acceptance and equality is not over. Truly, hate of all kinds still peppers the world, and people of all races, religions, ages, and sexualities should come together in this time. We must fight against the oppression and intolerance that faces any human being on this planet if we are truly to make this world great. I would also like to thank you all for giving Orlando so much support through this tragedy. It truly means the world to this community. Let's move forward from this day, trying to make the world a more tolerant and kinder place to live. This is Gracie Smith, your Miss Florida Teen USA 2016, signing off from my Snapchat takeover.